Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. So, today I decided to talk to you all about acorns. You probably like acorn. The heck? Well, I'm piggybacking off of the things that I've been talking about this week as far as a person getting out here and not being scared, or I guess removing that veil of fear when you trying to pursue your goal or pursue your purpose, things of that nature. Well, basically, an acorn. Okay, I don't know if a lot of you know, but a oak tree is grown from an acorn. Now they say basically one in every 10,000 acorns, that's what it end up, basically growing an oak tree. So the point I'm making with that is every single acorn is not going to grow an oak tree. Okay, every single one of them. Okay, but that is where an oak tree comes from. It comes from an acorn. I'm saying all this to say that something that small, okay, something as small as an acorn, eventually over many, many years becomes a mighty oak. But it becomes a mighty oak because of all of the rainfall that comes down. You know what I mean? That's the reason why only one in every 10,000 become an oak tree, because all of them don't get securely planted to the earth and absorbed down into the soil where it can become an oak tree. It needs the proper amount of rain, the proper amount of sun in order for it to grow. And it takes like about a year for it even to become like a sapling. So I'm gonna compare a sapling to basically, okay, a teenager or something like that. When we thinking about people, our mothers, our fathers, our grandparents, the different adults that are around us when we're growing as a child, they're planting seeds in our life. They're planting seeds in our life. And depending on the type of seeds that someone plants in your life, ultimately determines the type of person, or we're going to say oak tree, that you're going to become. All right. So if someone is planting positive seeds in your life and they're watering those seeds with constant positivity, then guess what? You'll grow up to be a nice, strong, beautiful tree, nice, strong, beautiful flower. But if they're planting the wrong type of seeds, let's just say it's certain seeds that you can plant that at the same time, that is growing like flowers and things like that, is also growing weeds. So if you some sort of gardener, or you somebody that have like flower beds and different stuff like that, then you understand what I'm talking about. At the same time that you done planted those flowers out there, the same time you done planted those seeds for those different vegetables, it's all these different weeds that's growing up around it. Okay, so it's certain seeds that can be planted that at the same time it's supposed to be growing something of value, is growing something that don't have value. Well, that's the same thing that happens in our life. Okay, that's the same thing that happens in our life. We as people, as parents, when you raising children, you're supposed to make sure that you're planting the proper seeds in that child, that you're watering it with the proper type of energy and encouragement, and constantly trying to uplift them and inspire them. I'm gonna use, for instance, my granddaughter. Today we're about to leave and go up north for her one of her gymnastics competitions. She's 7 years old. She's in gymnastics. Number one, she's real slim, and I'm telling you all her build, because when you look at her build is the perfect build. I've been seeing this ever since she started, maybe when she was about 3 years old, two something like that, when my daughter put her in gymnastics. Her build is the build for a gymnast to me, because she don't have no whole lot of body to sling all around. You know what I'm saying? When they jumping all around on them bars and this and that, and doing all of this different stuff, doing all these different flips, to me, it's very easy for her to carry her weight. So her being a gymnast was the perfect type of I guess field for her to go in. But she can't go into it on her own. She a child. So if she didn't, if my daughter wouldn't have chose, her father wouldn't have chose to put the energy into it, the money, the time, because all this stuff is time consuming. She has to go to practice multiple days a week, and she has to go for hours. Okay, after she been in school all day, now she got to go to 3-4 hours practice 2-3 days a week. A lot of practice and this and that. That's the seed that's being watered in order for her to become this type of gymnast that she is now at 7 years old. She's doing excellent. When she first started, she wasn't able to do multiple backwards flips. She wasn't able to walk on a balance beam. She wasn't able to do that, but that got watered in her life. It makes me think about my kids. I'm going to use one of my sons in particular, T, the one that's on He Said, She Said with me. Ever since T was a child, I seen this thing in him that seemed like to me like a star. I'm just gonna be for real. And it's not to say that my other children weren't, don't have their different things, or they're not a star or whatever, but I'm just saying, just naming something in particular. His personality, the type of character that he had. I seen this in this boy from the time he was 6 or 7 years old. And I've constantly said this to him. So it was the natural transition that finally, when the veil of fear was lifted off of me, that when I decided that I was going to do a podcast, T was the natural choice. T was the natural choice, because for his entire life, I fed that or watered that seed of, you a star. You a star. I'm your number one fan. So to me, he already had that automatic, that air, that personality to easily just fall into something like that. Okay. So again, I'm saying all of these things to say that a lot of us out here, I think, that have fear about certain things that we want to do or pursue. One of the reasons why we may even have that fear is because many years ago, the wrong seeds were planted, and those wrong seeds that were planted and they were being watered. Okay, so even if you kind of had a natural thing about you, that natural thing or ability that you had, you didn't even understand or even know how to seek it, or I don't know the exact thing that I want to say. I'm gonna use me. I have a natural a leadership thing about me. Okay, other people always have known it. I have always been thrown in the front for something. I'm always being called upon to do different things, and things a lot of times that I don't even want to do. A lot of the people that I've grown up with, when they speak on me from back when we were younger, they'll say, Kitty, you always was doing whatever. Kitty, you always was you always was the one that that'd jump out there and dance, or you always was the one that was, I was always the one that was being put in the front. I think about even my family members. I can show up at something, some engagement, and they need somebody to speak. As soon as everybody else there, but as soon as I get there, they'll say, Kita, we're going to need you to speak or do this. Oh my God, the butterflies will start coming. The butterflies, I'm thinking, why the heck is they picking me? But this has been going on all of my life. I've always been chosen to be out in the forefront. So I guess I always had this natural ability to lead. But because a seed of you ain't about nothing, a seed of less than, a seed of you not gonna ever be nothing, was being watered all of my life. For my entire life, I was being beat down, and I was being told by the very people that were supposed to encourage me. You know what I'm saying? The main people that were supposed to be encouraging in my life were constantly telling me, you ain't about Okay, so even though I had other people that were always saying to me, girl, you are that, girl, you to this, you to that. I didn't believe I was this or that because the people that the main people, not these outsiders, not all of everybody that's the onlookers that's constantly saying, "Oh, Kitty, you this, you that." I'm saying the people that were supposed to water my seed, the people that were supposed to make sure that I knew that I was all of that was constantly telling me, "You ain't about this or that. You ain't about nothing." So I believed him. Why shouldn't I believe them? They the ones that is supposed to tell me. They the ones that should know. So if they tell me I ain't about nothing, I believe for many years that I was not about nothing. If they tell me I'm not a leader, then I kept on believing that I wasn't a leader. And even though that natural thing in me kept on making me step out there and lead, I was doing it so scared. I was doing it so unsure. I was doing it so half-assed. You know what I'm saying? Because the seed of negativity or the seed of, I don't know. I don't really know if I'm about nothing or not. You know what I'm saying? Was being watered. So I'm saying all of this because I want people to start looking at what type of seeds were being watered in your life. Start looking at that stuff. Start thinking about it because maybe the wrong thing was being watered in your life, and this is the thing that's hindering you or holding you back right now from being the best you can possibly be because you're still allowing yourself to or allowing that negativity to grow in your life. The one good thing about being grown, is you don't have to receive, accept, grab a hold to, embrace nothing no more that somebody else done put in your life, watered in your life. You don't have to receive that. You don't have to receive that. You can be the person that you want to be because you the person that control your life now. So control your life. Rebuke that negativity, and as my grandma used to always say, send it back into the pit of hell from whence it came. All right, and start praying and talking to God and asking Him, what do He think of you? What do He think you are? Okay, and start going in that direction and being that, and cast that negativity out, because I think that's a lot what's going on. And if you happen to be someone who is now planting seeds in somebody's life, plant the right seeds. Plant the right seeds in your child life. Plant the right seeds in your grandchild life. Plant the right seeds in your nephew, your friend, your cousin, whoever. Plant the right seeds in the lives of the people that look to you. Okay, plant the right seeds and water them with the right type of energy, because you never know what it is that you may be saying to someone that can literally ultimately affect their whole entire life and change the trajectory of where they could have went because you planted a negative seed. Everybody not strong. I thank the Lord that I was strong and I was able to fight against it, but it was a hard road trying to fight against it. Everybody don't have that in them, okay? Everybody don't have it in them. Plant the right seeds. That's all I got to say. Plant the right seeds. Because a little bitty acorn turns into a mighty oak. You could be a mighty oak, or you could be the parent of a mighty oak. Treat it like it's a mighty oak. Water it like it's a mighty oak. So then it can turn out that way. And if you are fasting with me, continue to pray for me. And I will continue to pray for you. Well, today the 16th. So we got about 8 days. 8 days, y'all. 8 days. And we will be, it will be complete. When we get down to the last day, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I noticed that were revealed in the course of my fast. And I like for you all to share some of the things that happened in the course of your fast in the comments. If anything that I'm ever saying is helpful to you, or you think it'll be helpful to somebody else, please share it. Please like it, and please subscribe. And I'll talk to you all later. Have a great day. Bye.